Hey, welcome in Huntsville. Another wonderful good morning to you. Thanks for waking up with us.
What do you love about Huntsville? What makes this a great place to be?
Everyone here is very genuine and very kind and friendly. You never hesitate to speak up and say hello or good morning or just acknowledge the person walking by.
The thing that I love most about Huntsville, I love the peace that Huntsville brings. I love the peace that it gives me.
I feel accepted and part of the town and like I belong here.
Huntsville is where my lovely wife lived when I met her, so I moved here. So I'm pretty thankful for her.
Starting to pick up.
Yep. Well, that'll be great on live, on a podcast.
Hey, we may lose one of these canopies. There it goes.
Oh, boy.
I knew that was going to happen.
We're bucking for you in Huntsville, Texas.
Yeah, you're live, Irma. Welcome. What's up, Irma? How you doing? We got you. Hey, we're tapped into your computer there too, where you work. We can actually see you on video. I hacked your computer. So beautiful earrings today, Irma. You're always beautiful. Very nice.
You're so silly.
Here we go on a terrific Tuesday.
Yes,
Welcome
sir.
in, Deneen.
Hello, Rob.
Good to see you.
Good to see you, too.
Didn't get to see y'all last week.
Nope.
I was cheating on everybody. Sorry, I had HLI last week, so we weren't able to be. Well, I was here for like a quick, 24 minutes is what it came out to be. So we are here. Check it out. I got a new shirt today. I wonder where this came from. Do you see this, Deneen?
I see that. Someone must really like you.
Yeah, I got this new cool shirt. It's got Guardian Defense. Oh, wait, it's Tuesday. That's why.
Tactical Tuesday.
It's Tactical Terrific Tuesday, and we are here live this morning. Thanks for joining us and waking up with us. Chilly morning, breezy. We'll have your weather forecast coming up here in just a few moments on our first break. We are here downtown in our studio. Big thank you to Paul Oley of the Gallery. Appreciate him. And also Elliott's Jewelers for sponsoring our studio. You can visit them online at elliotsjewelers.com for all of your custom jewelry, new jewelry, whatever you're looking for. Elliott's going to take great care of you. And, of course, here on a Tuesday, brought to you by our great friends at Guardian Defense. They are all things firearms, personal safety, whatever you need here in our community. Guardian Defense is going to take care of you. We'll be talking more with Deneen here in just a few moments. So it's good to have you sitting in again with us.
Oh, yes. I enjoy it.
I enjoyed week before last. We had Jason's mother on.
Pat.
Oh, man. She made it back safely.
She did make it back safely. She took back a coffee cup, and everybody already wants it. So I told her I'll see what I can't do.
All right.
She enjoyed it.
Yeah, we had so much fun with Pat a few weeks ago. And, we just call it the Hooroy episode. We were just, that may have been one of we always have a lot of fun episodes here on the show, but that may have been one of the most fun that we've had in quite some time. All the shows are fun. I wake up energized, being able to come here every morning, and my body's still, we're 156 episodes into this thing, and my body is still trying to adjust on, the morning routine, because I was never a really early morning person. I guess I take that back, because once you have children, you got to kind of get moving early. Although we've been blessed. Now Braylon usually sleeps, until 8:30 or so in the morning. And then Caden is usually asleep until 7:30. So I don't want to take that for granted at all.
No.
So we got a good show lined up today. It's just going to be Deneen and I hanging out with you here for the next hour. We're going to talk a little Thanksgiving traditions. I know we did that last week with our friend Chris from the Color Bar, but we're going to dig into it. I've got 15 traditions, and maybe you can relate to one of those this morning. So we're going to continue to think about all the things that we're thankful for as we lead up to Thanksgiving coming up on Thursday. And maybe share with us on the show this morning what you're going to be doing this week. Are you off? Are you traveling? I know a lot of businesses will be off on Thursday, many of them off on Friday, but talked to Karen yesterday. A lot of the federal institutions and banking industries, they are open on Friday. So they're going to have to work. But you know what? We want to just hear from you this morning and let us know what you're thankful for and what you're doing on Thanksgiving. So we'll dig into those here in a little bit. We also have our new trivia feature today. So the keyword today is going to change. If you've been texting in turkey all week, you can continue to do that. But today it is a trivia giveaway. And I've got a special keyword that we're going to flash up on the screen. It's going to be one you're going to have to think about, Deneen.
It is.
You thought about it. I think you got it right. We are not going to reveal anything other than it's something to do with, how should we describe this? Something to do with TDCJ. Well, is that fair to say?
Yeah.
So something to do with TDCJ is going to be on the trivia today, and you will text in to win. But here's how it's going to work. You're going to text in a keyword that we're going to show a little bit later on the show with your name, of course. And once you text in that keyword, if you want to enter in the trivia, we're going to call you, and you have to get the answers right. And you noticed I said answers because there's going to be multiple. I guess that's another little tidbit. It's going to be related to TDCJ, but you're going to have to get several answers correct. We're going to make this first one tough. It's not going to be what's the big statue here in Huntsville off 45 or what's the prominent university or what's Old Sparky. I can already tell you it's not Old Sparky. We've made it somewhat tougher. Now, for those of you that have lived here, I think you'll know it. For a guy like me, I couldn't do it. It took you did it.
Yeah.
You got them, right?
Yeah.
All right, so there's your hints for today. $30 gift card coming your way to Cafe Texan, and that trivia is brought to you by Cafe Texan. I know we've given away some cards here just as part of our regular giveaway, but we wanted to do it as a trivia style, and so now we are finally fulfilling that trivia obligation is what we're doing. So, again, let us know you're out there today. A lot of folks joining already. We'll get to those. I didn't get to them yesterday. We got so busy on the show yesterday, Deneen, that we did not get to any of our guests that texted in, maybe one, and that was it. We normally go through the whole list. So I'm going to get jump-started early this morning. Many folks across all of our social media feeds are already commenting in. Jennifer Augustinetti saying it's a terrific Tuesday. Y'all have a blessed day. So good morning to you, Jennifer. We call it Tactical Tuesday also here with our friends from Guardian Defense. So, Jennifer, great to hear from you. Jacqueline Cawthon letting us know what's going on, saying good morning. Jacqueline, can you do some research for me? I was researching our local radio station here the other day, and it looks like on the FM signal, and I could be totally wrong on this, but back in like 59, the original owners of the station had the last name of Cawthon. I was looking through history of this. So, Jacqueline, ask Billy. I'm sure it's got to be cousins somewhere.
Somewhere down the line.
Yeah, so Jacqueline, ask Billy. And maybe was any of Billy's family associated with the station way back in the 50s? Because, and I'll show it, it's FCC records that show, on the Federal Communications Commission, it shows historical images of the original licenses to the radio station. And the last name was Cawthon. And it was called like the Huntsville Broadcasting Company. And then I think it changed to Walker County but the cool thing is I saw the Cawthons on there. And again, I was like, well, there's only one Cawthon I know in town. That's Billy. So,
hey, congratulations to Billy for his promotion at work.
That's right. Yeah, promoted to manager here at Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home in Huntsville. So, congratulations, Billy. I'm going to miss Billy on Friday because we're doing pre-recorded shows Thursday and Friday because of the Thanksgiving week. We're still going to have shows, but they are going to be pre-recorded. I'm going to feature a good buddy of mine, Joshua Harris of the Oak Ridge Disciple House, on one of those, sharing his testimony. Which I think is a lot of reason that we can be thankful. Probably going to do that on Friday, the day after Thanksgiving. We're going to have kind of a thankful episode for Thursday. So I know a lot of folks probably won't be joining us because they'll be spending time with family. I thought about doing a Huntsville Day parade. We'll just invite everybody. We'll do our own little Thanksgiving Day parade out here. We'll have a big turkey float, although you may hit the power lines as you cross over the street over there. Does that cross the street, Deneen, that power line?
Yes, it goes across the street.
That one does right there? Or is that on the side of the street? It looks like this angle looks like it crosses the street.
I think it does cross the street. It goes diagonal.
Wow, I never noticed that. So you can't bring a big truck downtown here. You're going to hit that power line.
Yep.
Power. Do you say power or power?
Power.
My friend says power.
Power.
That power line out there, that power line. I'm like, you talking about a pear tree? That power line. Yeah, there's a power line that goes right across the street from us over here. But anyways, no Thanksgiving Day parade. Bridget and I are going to leave Wednesday after the show sometime and then head to Georgetown. And then First Baptist Church has been so gracious. They gave staff off this week, I think starting tomorrow. And so we're excited. We're going to get out of town and spend a few days, but then we got to come back Saturday because we'll be at church on Sunday. So we're really excited about that. I don't like to miss Sundays. Obviously, I'm over at First Baptist now, but regardless, I just don't like missing church on Sundays anymore. I'm going to tell you, if you get in the rhythm of going and then you don't go, you're just like, man, that the rest of the week you're kind of drained, And I'm sure that many of you out there have something that you have to do each week, and if you don't do it, you're just like, oh man, it's not a good week.
Yes.
Yesterday was one of those days that you just wish you could kind of hit the fast forward button on. And it was just kind of a tough day yesterday. Bridget had a little piece of metal in her eye, so we had to get that taken care of. Yeah, and it was my fault. I didn't even realize it. I was cleaning out the gutters, putting lights on the house. It's been like a 2-day project with children. You got to break stuff up into segments. Yes. Even movies. I get 30 minutes of movie watching time, so it takes me, 30, usually 120. It usually takes me 4 days to watch a movie now because I only do it in 30-minute segments. Oh, we were watching Fred Claus the past 3 days. Pretty funny movie, by the way, with Vince Vaughn. But I was cleaning out gutters a couple days ago, and Bridget was around the corner. I didn't see her because on the valley of the roof, it gets leaves, and it turns into like compost. If you don't get that stuff out, it'll mess up your roof. And so I got up there to clean that out before I put the lights up. And Braylon was down below, but she was out of the way. Bridget was around the corner, and I guess when I started pulling all that down, a bunch of that flew around the corner, and actually Bridget thought it was dust that got in her eye. Well, 3:30 in the morning, she was in incredible pain, and went yesterday to the ER, and they found like this little tiny speck of metal, like I guess near the outside of the tear duct in that area.
Oh, wow.
And so, I was watching the children in the truck yesterday, so they had to wait in the truck with me for like 2.5, 3 hours, and yeah, it was a fun day. We thought about calling you, but then I was like,
you should have.
Yeah, I was like, we don't bother Deneen. Y'all got a lot going on. So.
I will make time for my Huntsville grandbabies any day.
So, but everything's good, and a lot of people texted yesterday that knew we were over there. So I appreciate y'all very much for reaching out. But we're all good and ready to go. But yeah, yesterday was just one of those days where it's like, can I hit the fast forward button, please? And sometimes we get frustrated, but we got to remain thankful. And I heard a message on Sunday from Pastor Bay about, being thankful for the mess. And, boy, yesterday was a mess, and I'll be honest, I was not thankful. So nothing on Bridge by any means. It was just,
one of those days where your wheelbarrow is full and it's got a flat tire.
Yeah, that's right.
And you're saying, God, how much more can I take? And then he puts just a little bit more on there, but it inspires you to go.
I'm glad you mentioned that because I heard this message years ago, and I don't ever knock anyone's messages at church. But this message, I used to think it was true because I heard this. Some pastor had said, God will never give you more than you can handle. And I believe that. I was like, oh, God's not going to give me more. But then I started realizing, where does it say that in the Bible? It doesn't say that in the Bible anywhere. In fact, there's numerous stories after stories to where people actually had more than they can handle. And I started thinking, that's not a valid statement. He will give us more than we can handle because it causes us to cling even closer to him. And so maybe this morning you got a lot going on in your life, and you said, you know what, I just have this hitting me and this coming. The wind's gusting at like 20 miles an hour today, so the wind's busting you in the face. But I just want to encourage you. That's the encouragement maybe this morning is that, know that sometimes you are going to have more than you can handle. And that's okay because it's going to require you to really step out in your faith and say, you know what, God, I know that there's a lot on my plate right now, but you have given me an appetite to eat. And I thank you that I have an abundance in my life of things going on. And I know that can sound weird because some of the things you're dealing with are bad. But I want to tell you that you got to give thanks in all things. Yes. Because through that is where our faith gets stronger. And so, this morning waking up, a friend of mine back in Georgetown lost his wife. And, I know that's and just a couple of days ago, they were at an event and saw a picture there. And, man, my heart was just breaking for him because I knew the connection that they had. And I know how strong in their faith that they are. And, it's a tough situation this morning for my friend. And that's one that when you talk about having more than enough on your plate, I mean, I couldn't even imagine. And so, this morning, keep my friend in your prayers and him having to go through that situation. But I believe he is so strong in his faith that he's going to say, you know what, Lord, I don't know why this happened. And it's going to be tough for me to get through it. But I know that I got to cling to you now more than I ever have in my life. And so this morning, I love you, buddy, and any of his friends that are watching this morning, just know that we're praying for you today. And I'll reach out to my buddy Joshua Harris at the Oak Ridge Disciple House and have him voice a prayer as well. So those are the best text messages you get in the morning from a friend. Whenever, like Josh always sends me these text messages in the morning. These are the best text messages that I get where he says, hey, I'm thinking of you today. Here's a devotional that's right up your alley. And he has changed that now this morning. The best text message that I receive now is he says, how can I pray for you today? And that is the best text message that you can get is just asking someone, what can I do for you? How can I pray for you today? So, but going back to my friend, man, we love you, buddy. And just know that we're praying for you this morning. More folks joining us today. Jamie Saucier, what's up? Santa George, ho, ho, ho. I can't do it. You want to try it? You want to try it?
No.
Come on, Deneen. No Christmas ho, ho this morning?
No.
Oh, come on, Deneen. Santa Saucier saying good morning to all. Also, Janet Davis. Hey, Janet, I got your text yesterday, and we'd love to have you come. I'll get back in touch with you regarding coming to speak to our organization. Would love to have you sometime. Janet over at Casa saying, nice seeing everybody. Brittany Wright at the Color Bar Tanning Salon. Brittany, does business slow down this time of the season? I've always wondered. I think it would pick up because people aren't outside tanning.
No.
So, Brittany, does your business pick up or does it slow down in the winter? I would think that it would pick up because people aren't outside. They're just not going to sit outside and chill in the cold. They got to go somewhere to get their tan on. So let us know that, Brittany. Good morning, Paul Ole. Here, Mr. Brother Ole in the house here at the gallery right next door to me. We love you, buddy. Good to hear from you this morning. Michael Price back in Georgetown joining. Michael's a funny guy. I'm trying to think if we have like a Michael Price type guy here in Huntsville. Michael wears a kilt all the time. It's hilarious. Oh. And he's just one of these jokesters. He's such a good dude. And, man, Michael, I miss you. Always had a lot of fun. Michael would come on our show when we did a similar type format in Georgetown years ago. But, hey, buddy, we love you, man. I hope you're doing well, Michael. Thank you so much for hopping on this morning all the way from Central Texas. Mackenzie Oliver, good morning. Mackenzie won some tickets to the Sam Houston Rodeo last week.
Oh, wow.
Had to pause for a minute. My brain is kind of in overdrive right now. Good morning to you, Mackenzie. I know that your family had a great time. By the way, Jacqueline was saying I'll ask about the Cawthon connection to the radio station. We're going to dig that up. Hey, what's up, Jerica? Check it out. A little cold breeze blowing down from Fargo this morning. Jerica up in Fargo, North Dakota saying hello to us. Good morning to you, Jerica. I'm tempted to see what the temperature is. Hold on real quick. My goodness. It's 29 degrees in Fargo. Oh. I think that's actually not too bad, to be honest. Yeah, 29, 30, 39's the high today. Check this out. Then a cold front, to us, that's like, then a cold front comes in. Thursday, it'll be 25 for the high. They won't get out of freezing until Saturday morning, and then it all hits again, and then it'll be below freezing for the high. I love you guys. Y'all can keep it.
Yeah, they can have that.
Y'all can keep it. I still joke around. People were like telling, when we decided to prayerfully come back here to Central Texas or to East Texas, and everybody's like, "Oh, he left because it was too cold." I was like, the cold didn't really bother me, to be honest, because on the flip side, Deneen, you know this. I mean, your mother-in-law was here. She knows it from Arizona, where they battle tremendous heat.
Yes.
But it gets so hot here in East Texas and humid that you don't really stay outside anyways. You go from your car right into an air conditioning building. It's the same when you're in a place like Fargo in the winter. It's so cold, you don't hang out outside. You go from your car into a heated building. So it's not like it's this big deal to where it's, the cold weather's bothering me. No, you stay inside anyways, just like we do here when it's so hot outside. I actually prefer the cold over the heat because for me, it's easier to warm up than it is to cool down.
Off.
It is so hard to cool down sometimes.
You can only take so much off.
Yeah. I mean, you can't go past your skin. If you do, you're not going to be alive. So anyways, Michael, hey, love you, buddy. He was saying Josh is a solid guy. I love him, man. Thank you for that. And I'll be sure to pass that along to him, buddy. Josh and I, we talk almost every day. And so yesterday, in fact, whenever I was just battling through some things yesterday, I sent him a text and he gave me some encouragement. And that's another message this morning. That's why it's so important, friends, that you have someone in your inner circle. I talked about like this circles of influence and ring of circle of friends, and it's not. You don't want to have 100 people in your main circle. Not everybody needs to know your business. There are things that we deal with on a day-to-day basis that we have kind of our brothers that we hold on to, or our sisters.
Yep.
And, I think it's good to have 2 or 3 people in that main circle that you can always lean on. And for me, Joshua Harris is that guy that I can always lean on. But then you have those outer rings that are important as well. And so think about that this morning. Who is kind of in your main ring that if something came up that you just needed to just say, hey, this is on my mind and I don't want to talk to anybody else about it but you. I'm going to say, number one, Jesus needs to be in that main circle first and foremost. You better have Jesus in that main circle. But alongside him, who else is in that circle that you can talk life with and help you to get through situations? We need that. And this morning, friends, I don't want you to hold that in. Don't get on a public platform. Some of us, and I think maybe that's what it is some of us, we don't stop and think about the people that are in that main circle enough. And so there's sometimes we're just going to pour it out there on the internet and let somebody pick up what I'm putting down. And I want to encourage you this morning that sometimes that's not the thing to do.
No.
And I thought about this too, and I can't think of the scripture that said it, but sometimes you may have ideas, and you don't want to go blurt those ideas about things you want to do in life to every single person. You want to wait for the time that is right to announce those ideas and do things. And I'm like, God, just for my talent to be creative, and I'm always thinking of ways to do things and new ideas. And man, back in the day, I used to just throw, hey, what do you think about this? And I've learned to like tone it down a little bit and keep some of those ideas to myself. I'm not saying I created Facebook or MySpace, but way before MySpace back in the day, I had an idea to create and social media wasn't a thing then. I had this idea to create a website, and it was called like yourlifenow.com. And it was going to be where you post pictures and comment on them with each other. See? And I threw it out there, and somebody picked it up. The MySpace guy picked it up and took my idea. Just kidding. He didn't take my idea. But you never know. Just keep some of them ideas to yourself, people, until it's the right time to announce them.
Oh, yes.
Good morning to Stephanie Valley, our friend over at Magnolia Kennels, saying, good morning. I'm thankful for family coming to our house for the holiday. We're going to get to some of those traditions here in a moment. Kay Boning, great friend over at Tomorrow's Promise. You know what she said when we were talking about earlier that God gives you more than you put on your plate? He said, yes, he wants you to turn to him. I love what Michael said, too, this morning as he continues to message in. We love you, buddy. He said that's why we're supposed to have community. When we have too much to handle, we share the burdens with others. And I like to joke around and say, you know what? God gave me a big appetite. So if you got too much on your plate, that's all right. Learn to eat it. But share some of that food. What do you do?
Yes, you share it.
Do you do that at Thanksgiving? If you have a lot on your plate, does anybody ever reach across and just take some off your plate?
No.
You don't allow that?
No, we don't do that.
Yeah, we do it, man. You got food flying everywhere. So love that too. Steph said, I think God gives us challenges to push us to help ourselves and others as a community. Love that. And so some really cool. Brittany earlier was saying about her business that it stays consistent. She owns the Color Bar Tanning Salon. She said it stays pretty consistent. People definitely want to warm up. Are those tanning beds warm? Like,
I couldn't tell you. I've never used one.
Brittany, you're going to, like, Deneen and I, you're going to give us a pass just to try one out sometime? We'll come over there and we'll give people the 411 on what that's like. All right? Are you down?
I'm down for it.
All right, let's try it. So, Brittany, we'll do a hometown. You know what we're going to do? Now, we're not going to get the cameras in there. Trust me. Nobody wants to see this belly right here, this hamburger belly. But we need to do a hometown spotlight edition of the show. We haven't done one of those in a while. Where we go on location? We need to do a hometown spotlight over at the Color Bar Tanning Salon. Where could we do a show at in person, Deneen? You know, we did one at the university. We did one at the Color Bar Hair Salon.
What about at the chamber?
Be cool to do one out there. Be cool to do one out at Guardian. But the problem is, y'all don't have internet out there. I mean, you got
We
the
have
hotspot.
internet, but we have to use hotspots.
Yeah.
So we're in the middle of the forest. We don't have good reception.
Yeah, y'all are like smack dab in the middle of the
Yes, we
forest.
are.
That's so cool. It's like you see the forest in the little breakaway, and there's the Thompsons. I love that. We'll figure it out. We're going to have one of those at the new year. Quentin Glaze, good morning to you, man. Saying hello. Janet over at Casa was saying temperature matters. Yeah, it does if you're homeless. Thank God for your shelter, no matter how big or small it is. You know, you're right about that if you don't have a place, and Janet, it's so good that you said that, because don't take for granted the shelter that we have. There are people out there that don't have a roof to put over their head. And at this time of the year can be very, very brutal for folks, you know, that don't have a place to go.
Yeah, I think of the Pops kids.
Yep. Brittany was saying, come try it. They get warm. You can do it here. So, all right, there we go.
There we go.
Well, maybe at the beginning, sometime in December, Brittany, we'll do a special edition. We'll come over there and we'll do it. Kyle Kreiner, good morning. Marion from Valley View. Where's Valley View, Texas at? Valley View. Where's Valley View at? That should be some good trivia today. I have no idea where Valley View is. Good morning to you, Kyle. Kyle, by the way, awesome brisket, man. Kyle, we have not dug into that. We took a sample bite, and it was amazing. I took one little bite. We are saving it. We're actually going to dig into the brisket today. Big thanks to Rick Boning for getting Bridget and I a brisket. We've got Rick's in the freezer because they're out of town for a little while longer. But Kyle's an awesome, awesome cook, man, and can't wait to dig that bad boy up pretty soon. All right, Valley View, Texas is what we're looking at. Where is this bad boy located?
Here's Dallas. It's north of Dallas,
North of Dallas, yeah.
Valley View. Yeah.
Boy, that ain't very big of a town. That's just south of the Oklahoma border. Hey, man, Kyle, can I Venmo you $20 since you're, about a hop, step, and a skip away from Windstar? Can I send you $20 and you just throw it on red or green for me and bring me back 40? So there you go.
There
yeah. You look at that. I mean, he's just right down the street from the Windstar Casino. You ever been over there?
Yes, I have.
Yeah, I'm not a big casino dude, you know. But here's the deal: like some people, casinos are terrible, you know, and this and that, and I get it. But here's the deal too: what's the difference? Sometimes, if you can control yourself, what's the difference spending $200 at a casino and spending $200 at a theme park? The $200 you spend at a casino may be entertainment. The $200 you spend at a theme park may be entertainment. I think the trouble with the casino is sometimes you get addicted and you just keep spending more and more and more. That's where the issue is. But if you can control that, I had an argument one time with the guy at church about, well, you shouldn't be going to the casino. And I said, well, dude, do you go to theme parks? He goes, yeah, I go to theme parks. Well, then you spend money there.
Yeah.
I go and I know that I'm going to take $200 and I'm going to lose it. The odds are not in my favor. This is not the Mockingjay. What is that movie? The Hunger Games. The
Hunger Games.
The odds are not in your favor.
May the odds be in your favor.
Yeah, they ain't going to be in your favor at the casino. So I $200, and I'm saying, you know what? I'm going to lose every bit of it, but it's just an entertainment value is the way I look at it. And maybe it's the atmosphere of the casino, but I've been to some that are fine. You know, if you go to the slot machines, it's you little old ladies just sitting there with quarters and nickels and pennies. You know, that's all it is.
Yeah.
So we got into a nice, lively debate about this. And I said, well, if you go to the theme park, you're spending $200 and you're spending that on entertainment as well. And, well, yeah, I guess I am. But, you know, the temptations. I said, well, if you can control the temptation, then what's the problem?
Yeah.
The temptation's at the theme park to go play those little carnival games and blow money there.
Yeah.
So, yeah, we had a lively discussion about
that.
this.
Yeah.
All right. Anyways, Kyle, 20 minutes from the Oklahoma border. He said we will be going soon. All right, friends, I do want to let you know we're going to step aside, take a break. We're going to hear more from Deneen about some things going on at Guardian Defense, some opportunities for you to get out there and take advantage of some great discounts that you guys are offering right now. So we'll mention that in a moment. Do want to remind you that we are doing trivia today. Trivia. So if you've texted in turkey, you're still eligible tomorrow to win. You can still text in turkey if you want to, along with your name, to get your entry in for today. But a special giveaway today, it is trivia. Text in the key. If you want to receive a call and answer this, okay, you have to answer and get it right. If you don't get it right, we're just going to go down the list. But the key word today is trivia. Text in that keyword trivia along with your name on the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. It's 936-339-0139. Again, that number is 936-339-0139. And what's going to happen is we're going to ask you a question, and there's multiple answers. It's a couple of questions, but you have to get the answers right.
Yes.
And so if you text in trivia along with your name, we're going to give away a $30 gift card to our friends at Cafe Texan today. But you have to text in trivia, and you got to get it right. If you don't, We're just going to move on down the list. So that's what we're going to do. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. When we come back, we'll talk with Deneen. We'll hear about what's going on at Guardian Defense. Then we'll probably take one more break. We'll come back. We'll talk about Thanksgiving.
Sounds good to me.
Some Thanksgiving. Boy, I sure do wish somebody would show up with turkey this morning. I'm kind of craving. Oh, turkey breakfast tacos. Is that a thing?
I don't know, but I'm sure you can do it.
Do you like turkey?
I'm okay with turkey.
Turkey breakfast tacos sounds kind of sleepy, though. Tryptophan is in that turkey. It'll put you to sleep. Mm-hmm. Maybe so. Hey, if anybody this morning's listening and you just said, Rob, I just got a heart to come by that studio and drop off some breakfast tacos, Deneen and I won't be.
Yep, we won't turn them away.
We won't turn you away. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. Stay with us. Local weather and a word from our sponsors. When we come back, it's your show as always. This is Good Morning Huntsville.
Happy Tuesday, friends. Here's your weather forecast for today and the upcoming Wednesday. Today, we can expect a mostly cloudy sky with the mercury hovering near 57 degrees. It's a breezy day out there, a north wind blowing around 15 miles per hour. And watch out for those gusts. They could reach as high as 25. So if you're wearing a hat, make sure to hold on to it. As we move into tonight, the clouds will part ways, leaving us with a mostly clear sky. Temperatures are going to dip around 41 degrees, so it might be a good idea to grab that extra blanket. The north wind will still be with us, though it's slowing down a bit, maintaining speeds of 10 to 15 miles per hour. And looking ahead to Wednesday, we're in for a sunny treat. The day will brighten up with a high near 55 degrees. The north wind, much gentler now, will be blowing at a pace of 5 to 10 miles per hour. A perfect day to enjoy some time outdoors. Friends, that's your weather update. Keep a jacket handy today. Enjoy the clear skies tonight and tomorrow. Stay tuned here on Spirit Radio FM for the latest news and weather updates. Have a blessed day, everyone. This is Guardian Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted, family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms in the heart of Texas. There's a place in Huntsville and now in Conroe where you're more than a customer, you're part of the family. A place where style meets comfort and every visit feels like a treat. Welcome to the Color Bar Hair Salon. From the moment you walk in, our friendly stylists work to create a look that's perfect for you. Whether it's a fresh cut, a vibrant new color, or a blowout for that special occasion, at the Color Bar, we've got you covered. We pride ourselves on creating an environment where our guests can relax, enjoy a beverage, and let us do the pampering. We use top-notch products like Kevin Murphy and even offer hair extensions for those looking to add a little extra flair. And when it's got to be perfect, we ensure you leave looking and feeling your best self. But don't just take our word for it. Book a reservation or buy a gift card online and experience it firsthand. Visit us online at colorbartx.com and discover why at the Color Bar Hair Salon you get an experience that goes beyond. The Color Bar, where you belong. See you soon.
Tomorrow's Promise Montessori schools believe in creating spaces where children can learn, grow, and use their imaginations. At any Tomorrow's Promise location, children enjoy the largest playgrounds in town. Tomorrow's Promise Montessori is a fun school where every child learns at their own pace, and mastery of a concept is expected before moving on to the next concept. At Tomorrow's Promise, every child is respected, loved, and nurtured for the unique individual that they are. Third location on Veterans Memorial, coming soon. Visit tpms.life for more information. Education you can trust.
little wake up for you this morning. 740. 740.
Wow.
45. 4-0 is better than the 5-0.
I guess.
The 5-0's coming. You better watch out, because that is the po-po. What's the 4-0 in the police lingo? What is 4-0? I'm going to look this up real quick. You got me thinking over here, Deneen. 5-0 is police. If you hear like the 5-0 coming, I don't know if anybody ever says that anymore, but that was like a police code. 5-0 was the police. What is 4-0 in, I'm going to Google this in police code. 4-0. Hope it's code 4. No further assistance needed. Got the code 4. No further assistance needed. Yeah, but we need a lot of assistance here, so we're definitely not in a code 4 on this show.
No.
We need assistance every single day, and the assistance is you, as the audience, joining in, letting us know you're out there. I want to welcome in this morning all of you on Spirit Radio for listening in. Got some good news, by the way, on Spirit Radio. Years ago, TuneIn is a really, really popular platform for online streaming content and stations. Well, years ago, you could get on TuneIn for free. Well, they started charging for it several years ago. But if you had an existing listing, you could remain on. You were grandfathered in. Well, I have moved around several little internet streams over the past decade on TuneIn, but I lost the email address to that listing, and I couldn't remember what it was, and they would never update it because they're like, we can't verify who it is. I said, well, can you tell me what the email is? They're like, no, we can't. Well, I was trying all these off-the-wall emails and never thought about using my primary one because I was like, there's no way I would have used that. Guess what email it was?
Your primary.
It's my primary email. So I got an email the other day that says, hey, your station's not streaming anymore. We're going to remove it from the listing. I said, whoa, wait a minute. This came to my primary email. So I got it updated. And the good news is Spirit Radio, hopefully soon, will now be on TuneIn. Here's the reason all that's so important. Everybody keeps asking me, can I listen on Alexa? Can I listen on Google? No, you can't unless you go to your phone and you stream it to it. Then you can do it. But because we are getting on TuneIn, hopefully, fingers crossed, because they updated my logo. It's not working this morning, but they did update it, so I know that I have access to it. If we get everything back on TuneIn the right way, you'll be able to say, okay, Google, don't answer phone. See, it's already answering me. Or, hey, Alexa, or whatever it is. And then you can say, listen to Spirit Radio FM. Boom, it's going to immediately play. That's why it's so important to be back on TuneIn. I've had a lot of people ask me about that. And then you don't have to go to your phone and do all that jazz. So that's a little positive for you this morning. We're looking forward to getting that bad boy going again.
Good.
All right, Deneen Thompson here, Guardian Defense. They are the experts in all things personal safety. Deneen, I know you guys have been battling through a lot here recently. So thankful Jason's doing better and on the fast road to recovery. Some folks, it's the slow road. For him, I know it's going to be the fast road, but not fast enough because he's ready to get back after it.
He's ready to get back after it.
What's been going on? I mean, I know that you guys have been pushing through. Y'all had the gun show last week.
Yeah,
I know Jason was there. Let us know how it went.
Jason went to Conroe. It was an okay show. On Saturday, we had a lot of foot traffic come through. Sunday, there wasn't as much, but we had a good weekend, and a lot of people were really glad to see Jason.
Yeah, so that's good. Yeah, I'm glad he got out there to that. That Conroe show is usually pretty good, right?
It is.
Is that the one that I'm trying to think? What is it called? The place out there where
Texas Expo Center.
Yeah, I think that's the one Bridget and I went by too.
Yes.
So they do quite a bit of these shows out there then.
I think they have one at least once a month.
Yeah, boy, that's great. Well, it's so good that, he's back out and out there with you guys. And I know y'all been holding down the fort. So
yeah, we've been trying. We're not as good as he is, but
we're
holding up.
Ricky been teaching any of the classes?
He's been assisting.
Okay, awesome.
So
speaking of the classes, by the way, LTC is so important. I know that the state doesn't require LTC anymore, at least the license, but it's still important that you go get the training. Guardian Defense does that. Let us know a little bit about kind of how those work, those classes, if you don't mind, Deneen.
Okay. Well, we start off, if you don't know anything about firearms, we start off with the NRA basic, either pistol or rifle. And we teach the fundamentals of it. How to hold your firearm, what not to do, and just the safety aspect of it. You learn more of your firearm and the mechanisms, and it's just teaching you a lot of that. Then you can go into your LTC, which is teaching you to shoot, properly, where to shoot, how to shoot, different aspects or different scenarios that we talk to you about.
Just all the training.
Yes,
And
it's a lot.
personal safety too.
Yes.
Which is huge. Yeah. And it's great because, I mean, when you talk about the experts in the industry, Jason, I mean, knows this, left and right.
He does.
And it's so important to make sure that you are getting the training that you need. And think about it like this. I know some people get nervous when you start talking about this. Sometimes Facebook flags us, like, oh, they're talking about that again. Well, we're not endorsing anything that's bad. We're endorsing personal safety. And it's so important that you think about, how can I protect my family? How can I protect those that are around me? And we all know, especially over the last 2 decades, you hear about all these bad scenarios on TV. What they leave out are the scenarios to where there was somebody who was carrying and saved people. And you hear about that every once in a while. But it is a serious thing. And you have to make sure that you are protecting you and your family.
Yes.
And so
we
Thompsons will help with
don't
that.
teach you to, there's a gunman, let me pull my gun out and shoot him. We don't teach that. We want you to be safe about it. We want you to be able to get your family out of that situation. The last thing we want anyone to do is have to pull their firearm and use it. We try and teach you that, different ways to avoid stuff or avoid situations. And I mean, you don't want to shoot somebody.
No.
You really don't. And that's one of the good things about the classes, the LTC, is we teach you the safety. We teach you the laws. Open carry, that's fine. If you want to constitutional carry, that's fine. But know your laws. Know what you can and can't do. That's very important.
One of the things that y'all are offering too, we were talking during one of the breaks coming up here. Let us know about some of the special offers y'all have over at Guardian Defense.
Well, right now for our veterans, for until the end of the month because of Memorial is Veterans Day.
Veterans Day, yeah.
Veterans Day. That any veteran can come out and shoot for $5.
Boy, that's not a bad deal at all.
No, we got to, make something little, but I don't want to make it off the veterans.
Yeah.
Then we have, we can give out gift certificates. So if you want someone to take one of the classes, get a hold of us. Rob will put the number up. Or if you just want to give somebody a $25 gift certificate for a handgun or for ammo or for whatever, let us know. And we'll help you out with that.
Yeah, it's a great way for the holidays. Some of you may know somebody. All you got to do is give Guardian Defense a call. You can reach them at 936-293-0364 is the number. And so start thinking about Christmas holidays coming up. And, you got somebody in your family that says, I'd love to go out there and be a part of it.
With Christmas coming up, I mean, how many parents are going to be out there with a shopping cart full of Christmas trying to get it to their car? You need to be safe. This is when your thieves, I think, hit the most, is during the holiday season. So you've got to be prepared. You're prepared for it. Prepare yourself. Talk with your family about the safety, and don't go out at night alone to buy a bunch of Christmas. It's not safe.
Yeah, I didn't even think about stuff like that. You don't want to be walking through a parking lot that's not very lit. Even if it is lit, we see stuff happening in broad daylight, but especially at night,
You just have to be careful. Be conscious about your surroundings.
I've seen, and I've started to think about this too, pulling into gas stations late at night. And on the broadcasting side, we're coming back from some of these areas at 1, 2 in the morning sometimes, and we're calling high school games. And I started thinking about that the other night. Like, we pulled into one that was in the middle of nowhere, and the owner was out there, and he was really nice. So, I got a good vibe, and I felt safe. But there's been other times where I've been in the middle of nowhere, and I've pulled into a convenience store that's open late, and it's like, and even though it's all lit up, and it's not because of anyone that owns it, it's just, I'm thinking, my goodness, I've seen videos where people just drive in all of a sudden, and something terrible happens, and they drive out. So be aware of your surroundings. You never know.
Aware.
I saw a video once that was actually pretty smart of a guy. I probably would not have thought about this. It was an attempted carjacking. He was filling up his gas tank. This van rolls up, and these guys jump out, and they tried to carjack him. What did he do? He took the pump of the gas and started spraying them with it. Soaked them. They didn't expect that, obviously, so they all got back in their vehicle and drove off. Guy was okay, but he used the gas pump as a personal defense weapon to help him during that situation.
Yeah.
So when you're out and you think about these scenarios, look around you too, and what are some things that could help you if you got in the middle of an active attacker situation. You know, we heard from one of our police officers at Rotary just this past Wednesday, and they've started to change the terminology now from active shooter to active attacker, because you hear more of mass casualties now, not just with firearm, but also with weapons, with people with knives and those kind of things, or using a vehicle. And so just be aware of your surroundings. If you attend a class from Guardian Defense, they are going to help you become aware of your surroundings.
And even if you want to take the class, you don't have a firearm, we do have firearms available. We have our rentals fleet, anywhere from a 22 to a 45, 357 Magnum. So we've got several handguns. If somebody wants to come try them out, if they want to buy one, come see what we've got and try them out, and we'll help you from there. We'll try and make it as easy and painless as possible.
Again, more information, you can call them at 936-293-0364. It's Guardian Defense at 936-293-0364, or visit their website online at guardiandefensellc.com. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. When we come back, we're getting close to trivia, I promise, as we're got another 15, 20 minutes to go here on the show. But we're going to take another break. When we come back, we're going to talk a little Thanksgiving traditions. So think about the traditions that you have in your family. I got 15 of them that may get your mind, I don't know, what's the word? Your mind going to think about.
Yeah.
So
jumpstart your brain.
Yeah, I need my brain jump-started this morning. We'll step aside. We'll take a break. National news coming up here in just a few moments. We'll hear about what's going on throughout our country as well. We do like to keep you updated, you know, obviously what's happening locally, but there is a lot of things that are happening on the national news. So we do like to play those at least once per show as well. So we'll take a break. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. Those traditions when we come back here on your show. You know what? Our I spoke too soon. I think our national news segment didn't come in this morning. So we will not have national news. We'll just hear from our sponsors this morning. We'll be back in a moment. Stay with us. More to come here. This is your show. It is Good Morning Huntsville.
Defense in Huntsville, Texas, a trusted family-owned and operated gun store and range in the heart of East Texas. Guardian Defense is your one-stop destination for Texas LTC, NRA basic pistol and rifle courses, pistol refresher training, as well as a wide selection of quality firearms and ammunition. At Guardian Defense, empowerment is within reach through their Texas DPS-approved license to carry classes. Certified instructors will guide you through every facet of firearm safety, conflict resolution, and the pertinent legal aspects. Book now to become proficient and responsible in handling a firearm with complete confidence. For the eager learners, the fundamentals of pistol and rifle usage await discovery in their comprehensive 8-hour NRA basic courses. You're invited to connect with Guardian Defense on Facebook and Instagram, or give them a call at 936-293-0364. You can also visit them online at guardiandefensellc.com. Guardian Defense, your reliable partner in mastering firearm safety and acquiring quality firearms.
When you live and work in the town where you were born and raised, lots of people become just like family. I'm Billy Cawthon, manager of Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home. Over the years, we've shared a lot of good times and some tough times, and I'm honored to be the one you call on in your time of need. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, our goal is to help our neighbors in need and always provide the most outstanding service available, even on those really tough days. I thank you for your trust in us. At Sam Houston Memorial Funeral Home, we're here for you.
Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, you know, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band. And he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold. Also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget. And as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com.
Hey, I'm Denise Olivas, Business Account Specialist at Walker County Federal Credit Union, and our business is helping you take care of your business. In addition to personal accounts, Walker County Federal Credit Union also offers business accounts and business lending for commercial customers. We're devoted to taking care of the needs of our individual members and helping our business members with their financial success too. Call us today and find out how easy it is to work with Walker County Federal Credit Union. Member NCUA.
Welcome back at it, friends. Here, 7:56 in the AM on a thankful, terrific, tactical Tuesday. Hey, got a little thing up on the screen here for those of you on the social media feeds. Big thanks to Lois over at Old Town Theater. On December the 3rd, we are having a fundraiser for Lisa McKenzie. Now, this will take place, the one that you're seeing on the screen is a concert. I'm going to talk about that in a moment. But after church on Sunday, December the 3rd, head over to McKenzie's Barbecue off 11th Street. They're normally not open on Sundays, but they will be open on December the 3rd. And you can come by, you can donate any amount that you would like to help out Lisa McKenzie's benefit that is helping to cover the cost of a major medical procedure. Of course, the owners, the beloved owners of McKenzie's Barbecue. And here's the deal. You go in, you donate some money, you're going to get a nice sack lunch. Well, here's the awesome thing, too, and a big thanks to Jason Bay, First Baptist Church, and many other organizations and churches coming together to help make this happen, to support someone in this community that we just so wonderfully love. Again, the McKenzie family. But then also, and big thanks to Lois over at Old Town Theater, they have organized a concert a little bit later in the afternoon from 3 to 5 p.m. John Slaughter's going to be there, Dave McMahon, Buford Snowden, John Sheptock right here in Huntsville. A lot of great gentlemen are going to be there. This will be an awesome concert fundraiser just for a couple hours right after. So go by and eat. Go to church first. You better get to church. Go to church. Yeah. Come by after the sermon. If you go to First Baptist, Pastor Bay will get you out of there. Dr. Bay will get you out of there by noon. And then you can come over to McKenzie's, get a sandwich, donate to help out this cause. And then take a little bit of a break, head over to Old Town Theater from 3 to 5 p.m. Donations will be accepted, and all funds raised will continue to benefit the McKenzie Family Medical Fund. So big thanks to Lois over at Old Town Theater for putting this together. And this is exactly what Pastor Bay was telling me that he kind of envisioned whenever this idea came up was let's put the word out and get other people inspired to do things as well. And
that's neat.
And that has happened. And so big shout out to everyone who's getting involved to support our friends, Lisa McKenzie, Kevin McKenzie, and the whole family. I know Keith, he's at Rotary every other Wednesday catering a meal. And they catered Thanksgiving meal to First Baptist Sunday after church. Boy, it was good.
Really?
Ham and turkey. And it was all good. So, again, we appreciate everyone for supporting our good friends here in Huntsville, the McKenzies, during their time of need. And that's what it's all about on this Thanksgiving holiday season. So, speaking of which, how about a little traditions here? All right. I should have started this with a little Hank Williams Jr. family tradition, but Facebook would have blocked us. I sang that one at karaoke. It's one of my favorite songs.
Really?
I get on my Hank. I'm not going to sing it here. All right, here. I don't know where we're going, Deneen.
I don't know where we're going.
All right, here we go. I've got 15 of them. We're going to go through these. Turkey dinner, obviously, is a tradition on Thanksgiving. Centerpiece to most Thanksgiving meals in the United States, a roasted turkey, often accompanied by stuffing, gravy, and cranberry sauce. Deneen, what does your Thanksgiving turkey look like? Or is it turkey, or is it ham?
We do turkey.
Okay.
We brine it.
That sounds like a really weird.
Yep.
Deneen,
I'm turkey.
What does your Thanksgiving turkey look like, honey? I'm just kidding.
we brine it and then we smoke it on the grill. It's really good.
All right, many families watch football, gather around the TV to watch football. Back in the day, it was like they gathered around the radio, the huge radio probably, and just stared at the radio. I couldn't imagine. That has become a staple of Thanksgiving Day. For me as a Cowboys fan, that was always a big day, is watching the Cowboys
I'm
play.
not a football fan, so
no football.
We don't
for
watch
you.
football.
No, and hey, friends, while we're saying these, if you're on social media, let us know kind of your traditions this morning. The big one that's coming back, the Texas Longhorns have moved to the SEC next year, to the new conference.
Oh, cool.
Well, that puts them right back in with Texas A&M. So I hope that there's going to be a UT A&M kind of Thanksgiving rivalry. Although they used to play that, I think, sometimes the day after on a Friday. But looking forward to that rivalry. Parades, Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade. I always loved watching that one on TV. In New York City, popular event featuring large balloons, floats, and performances. Do you watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade?
We do.
We always just have it on in the background. It's one of those background things. Volunteering, many people, Thanksgiving, spend part of their day volunteering at food banks, shelters, or community centers to help those in need. There was a gentleman, and this just tugged at my heart a while ago. There's a gentleman here that is in our community, and he just walked by a while ago. He never asked anybody for anything. Saw him at Safe House a couple of weeks ago, and I just had $2 on me, and I said, man, I hope this helps you. And the guy started tearing up and gave me a hug, said, you don't know how much this means to me. And he's just a wonderful man, and he doesn't have a place to live. And when I saw him walk by, I said, you know what, man, we need to pull that guy in sometime, and we need to do something special for him. I feel terrible. I forgot his name, but sometimes he sits on the bench across out here. But I just see him walking around town, and he never bothers anybody.
No.
And doesn't ask people hard. If he does, every great once in a while, he'll just say, hey, do you have $1? Do you have $2? But he doesn't. He hardly ever does that. But think about that. Who can you help out this holiday season? I'm not a big advocate for buying things for people that continue. Maybe if someone's an alcoholic, I don't really want to buy them beer. If somebody has a problem with cigarettes, I don't want to buy them cigarettes. But I will say this, that there was a guy in Georgetown named Willie that was a homeless guy, and he never bothered anybody either. And he was always asking for work too. And he lived under a bridge in town, and a lot of people knew him. Didn't bother anybody. And I remember one Christmas, Willie was walking around, and I knew that he smoked. And just something told me that, buy him a pack of cigarettes. And I normally wouldn't do that because I don't want to, but I bought him a pack of cigarettes. And he goes, man, you don't know how much this means to me. And gave me a hug, started crying. Now, I'm not going to tell you, go out and buy people cigarettes or something, but every once in a while, there's this thing that kind of tugs at you. And from that little gesture, he and I developed a friendship, and I started sharing, the gospel with him. And I said, Willie, it's the only time I'm ever going to buy you cigarettes, by the way, man. He's like, all right, man. And I said, but I am going to share something with you. And I'll just never forget that, talking to him. But just think about those that are out there. Who can you help out? Family gatherings. Many folks, time to come together, often including extended family members traveling from afar. So do you have anyone flying in for Thanksgiving? We never had anybody fly in. It was all local folks that would drive in our family. Pumpkin pie.
Oh, yes.
Is that a big one?
That's a big one.
Sweet dessert made from pumpkin, traditional conclusion to the Thanksgiving meal. I would usually eat it in the middle. I would. I'd just load it up in the middle. I don't like eating dessert at the end. I like to just throw it in the middle, give you a little break.
Yeah.
Black Friday preparations, although that's kind of lost its flavor, to be honest. I am so disgruntled with, now they do it's 2 weeks before they already have Black Friday deals going on right now. It's kind of lost its jazz, if you can say it like that. Thanksgiving marks the preparation for Black Friday shopping. I think COVID almost put an end to showing up early the next morning. And then the internet. It was kind of fun to show up at Walmart at 4 a.m, after Thanksgiving to get that $50 TV. Did you ever do any of that kind of stuff?
No. Jason did, not me.
Decorating, homes decorated with fall themes like pumpkins, leaves. Cooking together.
Yes.
I remember seeing my mom and grandmother in the kitchen together. And especially at the end, my grandma would always clean up the dishes. So not just cooking, but also, cleaning up together. Watching holiday movies. Many families have a tradition of watching specific holiday-themed movies together. I just watched the other day with Braylon the Garfield Thanksgiving.
Oh, really?
I love that one. Garfield and Odie. Outdoor activities, depending on the weather. Some families engage in outdoor activities like playing football, hiking, or participating in a turkey trot run. I always enjoy driving by and you'll see families throwing a football on Thanksgiving. A lot of times you'll see that. And it's always, you can always tell who's never thrown a football before. It's always really fun to just park, kind of pull over and kind of, that guy never played football in his life. Crafts for kids. Thanksgiving themed crafts such as making hand turkeys. We did that in school.
Yes, we did.
Pilgrim hats. Did you ever do that one?
Yes.
And are popular among children. And toasting. Many families have a tradition of making toast, sharing positive thoughts, or telling what they are thankful for during the meal. Y'all have one that you've...
Yep, that's what we do.
Tell us about that, because there's something funny that you said. You can't say.
No.
That you're not allowed to say during it.
You're not allowed to say family.
That's too easy.
We like to go around the table and ask. We started off and asked somebody, what are you thankful for? What are you grateful for? And you cannot mention family. So, because everyone's first thing, I'm thankful for my family. I'm thankful for this. We want to know really of what you are thankful for. I'm thankful for my husband. I'm going to say that. He's family, but, we had a scare, and I'm very thankful that he's here.
That's good,
and
yeah.
that we're going to have another Thanksgiving together.
That's good. So what are you thankful for? Can't say family. You can say husband or wife, though. That's okay, but you just can't.
Yeah.
Family's too easy.
Family's too easy.
Yeah, that's just too easy. Although I'm joking around, some people may not be thankful for their family. Like, oh, Cousin Earl's here. Get out of here, man. Leftovers is the final one that I have on my list. Enjoying the leftovers from Thanksgiving meal in the following days, creative way, turkey sandwiches or casseroles. Not a stuffing fan.
I like dressing.
I like dressing too. You know why? Because it's that hard-boiled egg, the chunks of the eggs in the dressing is what makes it good. So, again, let us know what your Thanksgiving traditions are. Rick said we nearly always go to my sister's house and eat ourselves into a coma for Thanksgiving and Christmas, and just because we're there.
Yeah.
So there you go. That's Rick Boding's tradition.
You don't leave our house hungry.
No. And my tradition is we used to go. I miss this. We used to go to Bridget's uncle, and again, COVID just messed everything up. And I think it's time we need to get back to this. Bridget, tell your Uncle Bruce we need to get back over to his house. It is my favorite thing to do. When I met Bridget's like, I have a large family. Well, she does, and I love every moment. I love every one of them. It's so much fun, and I love the traditions. And we used to go to her mother's brother, her Uncle Bruce, and Aunt Shirley, and I loved going over there. It was so much fun. A ton of people would gather out there, and we just sit down and eat. And I could barely fit around the table, not because there was a small space. It's because my belly's growing, man. So pretty cool stuff. But yeah, start thinking about the things that you're thankful for as we continue on. We're going to step aside. We'll take one final break. And that keyword again, trivia. Today, all you got to do is text in the keyword trivia along with your name. And something new today, what we're going to do, we have just one day only today. We're going to do some trivia. And the way that this is going to work is we're going to ask you a question. We're going to call you. We're going to ask you a question. And if you get the question right, well, then you're going to win a $30 gift card to Cafe Texan. If you don't get the question right, we're just going to go down the list, and honestly, we're going to call somebody else. So there's a couple of opportunities for you to win this morning. Yes. So text in keyword trivia alongside your name. We'll call you. Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line at 936-339-0139. We'll take one final break. We'll continue on. It's your show. This is Good Morning Huntsville. We'll be right back after this.
Christmas is just around the corner, and here at Spirit Radio, we're kicking off the holiday cheer right after Thanksgiving. Get ready to jingle all the way with nonstop Christmas music, bringing the spirit of the season to Huntsville. But wait, there's more. Do you have a special Christmas greeting you'd love to share? Maybe a festive shout out to your boss, a warm wish for your coworker, or a sweet message for your spouse, parents, or friends? It's easy. Simply record your greeting on your phone and email it to victory@spiritradio.fm.
That's victory@spiritradio.fm. We'll broadcast your heartfelt messages right here on Spirit Radio, spreading joy and warmth this holiday season. Are you stuck on what to say? Well, here's a simple example. Hey, this is John wishing my mother Betty a very Merry Christmas. Yes, friends, it's that easy. Join us in spreading holiday cheer and making this season extra special for your loved ones. Tune in to Spirit Radio, the true spirit of Huntsville, and let's make this Christmas unforgettable. In the heart of Huntsville, a story of faith and community unfolds. Kevin and Lisa McKenzie, known for their beloved McKenzie's Barbecue, have always been a beacon of generosity in Huntsville. Today, they need our support. Lisa McKenzie is facing a challenging medical journey with a significant procedure ahead. The cost is steep and the need is urgent, but in times like these, our community shines brightest. You can be a part of Lisa's journey to recovery. Donate online at fbchuntsville.org and click on Lisa McKenzie under the Give section. Every contribution, large or small, makes a difference. You can also join us on Sunday, December the 3rd from 11:30 a.m. to 1:30 p.m. at McKenzie's Barbecue. Your donation will not only support Lisa's medical needs, but also get you a delicious lunch as a token of gratitude. As the Bible reminds us in Matthew 6:21, for where your treasure is, there your heart will be also. Let's show where our heart is, Huntsville. Thank you for your prayers, your generosity, and for spreading the word. Together, we can help Lisa McKenzie end her time of need, because nothing is impossible when a community stands together in faith and love. Hey friends, Rob Hipp here. As a guy, jewelry's not really my thing. I never know what I'm looking for. I feel uncomfortable, and I just don't understand how certain things look good together. But that's why I depend on Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Whenever Bridget and I wanted to get engaged, we said, we need to go to a place to where someone's going to take care of us. They're going to make me feel comfortable as a guy, but they're also going to take care of her needs as well. So I went into Elliot's, and he was so gracious and compassionate with my understanding, and I wanted something that looked a little masculine for my engagement band, and he said, I've got the perfect thing for you. And he found some white hammered gold that was trimmed in 14 karat gold, also put a diamond on that ring to signify my love for Bridget. And as we grow and our family grows, we can put a diamond around the rest of those. So friends, if you're looking for someone that is dedicated to customer service, that understands the needs of people and does what's right all the time, there's nobody better than my friend. It's Elliot Herzlich at Elliot's Jewelers. Visit him online at elliotsjewelers.com. Time now 8:12 here on Tactical Tuesday. Guardian Defense in the house. About to head over to the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line. We'll call our winners. Well, you're not a winner today unless you get it right. Yep. That's what I'm excited about, Deneen. It's not one of these simple ones today.
Well, you'll be surprised.
Should we do 4 or 5, Deneen? Should this maybe we'll just keep it easy. We'll do 4 today. Okay, we'll do 4. And folks are wondering, what are you talking about? And you're about to find out here in just a few moments, because we're going to start. We don't have a name on this. I don't know if this is someone who has won before or not. Actually, let's head over. Actually, this is someone we spoke with before, I believe. Let's head over to the Granny Mary's Cajun Asian Cuisine text line for our trivia today. $30 gift card opportunity.
I mean, it's a good place to eat.
It is. You been over there in a while? Got to answer, though, to win it.
Yep.
Oh, Rodriguez.
This is Stephanie.
Stephanie, good morning. It's Rob over at
Good morning.
Good Morning Huntsville. We had a lot of people text in, and our randomizer selected you today for our trivia.
Oh, wonderful.
So do you have a moment? Do you want to try to take a stab at this to win $30 gift card over to Cafe Texan?
I will be glad to.
All right. Well, you've been here in Huntsville for a whole minute, for a pretty good amount of time. We wanted something that would be maybe a little bit to think about, but not super hard. So today, there are 7 area prisons in the Texas Department of Criminal Justice here in the Huntsville area. Can you name 4 of those 7 units?
The Walls, the Gory Unit, the Wynn Unit, the Holiday Unit.
Oh, you got it. What are the others, though? Do you know?
East Ham. Well, I don't know if East Ham's called East Ham anymore. If I thought about it, I could, but yeah.
All right. Well, you got it. We were debating on should we do like 5 of the 7, but we said we're going to keep it a little easier. So it's the Huntsville, the Walls Unit, 1849 It's one of the oldest, maybe the oldest in the state, by the way. The Gorey unit, established in 1900. So that was just after Deneen was born. Just kidding, Deneen. The Wynn unit in 1883. The Bird unit 1964. Ellis in 1917. The Estelle unit 1983. And then the Holiday unit 1994. So, Steph Valley, congratulations!
Yes,
you are our winner,
congratulations.
and I will I'll personally hand deliver that gift card to you. How about that?
I appreciate that. I hate to cut you off, but I have a client waiting, so I have to go.
All right, congratulations, Steph. Have a blessed day.
Thank you. Bye bye.
All right, bye bye. All right, so there you go. She's the winner today. That was kind of fun.
Yeah, it was.
We're gonna, you know what? I didn't even have the camera on us. That's all right. We had it on the logo there. We're going to have to come up with some more. I had a really tough one the other day about like what presidents have stayed in the it was one I was looking. I had to research to make sure it was legitimate, but it was about the Steamboat House and like what former U.S. president actually stayed the night in the Steamboat House. And but I was like, was it a president? And Sam Houston obviously is the easy choice because he was the Texas president.
Yeah,
So
he
he wasn't national president. So we're going to think of some of these questions and make it's going to get more difficult as we go down the road, by the way. So all you got to do is watch every day. We give away, this is like the prize patrol. I'm going to find someone that wraps vehicles. My buddy John Montgomery does it. I did a trade with him back in Georgetown back in the day, so it was nice. But, I need to wrap my truck and put the Hello Huntsville prize patrol, and we'll just drive around and what was it, Oprah? Like, you get this, you win, you win, you win, you win. Does that sound good? All right, friends. Well, I think that'll wrap it up here on a Tuesday. Appreciate everybody for being a part. Deneen, thank you so much for being
Thanks,
here.
Rob.
Thanks,
Glad
Rob.
to be
Thanks
here.
for letting me take that stab. I didn't mean 19. I meant you were born after 2000 is what I meant to say.
Oh, okay.
Deneen. Yeah, so.
Good cover up.
Yes,
good
good cover up there. But we love you, Deneen, the Thompson family. So great to always have you guys joining us on Tuesday. Jason, we love you, buddy. Can't wait to see you again here pretty soon. And friends, if maybe you're a business this morning and you said, I'd like to give away something on the show, just like our friend Nancy King did recently with King and Company Consulting, we're always looking for things to give away here. Our friends at the Cafe Texan have generously donated 8 gift cards a month that we're giving away, so we'll give those away on the show. But we are never short on things to hawk around here on Good Morning Huntsville. So if you're a business and you'd like to promote your business, we don't charge you to bring stuff by. You're helping us. And so if you ever want to put together gift baskets like Nancy did, or maybe if you have gift certificates, we've had Brittany Wright give away things to the Color Bar Tanning Salon too, and we appreciate that so much. We have swag bags. On days that we don't have a whole lot to give away, we also toss in a swag bag. So we still got a lot of stuff left over. But feel free anytime to just let us know if you'd like to give stuff away here on the show, because we give it away every day.
Oh, yeah.
And we'll play that song. Give it away, give it away, give it away now. Remember that song?
No.
Come on, Deneen. Man. All right, friends. Appreciate it. I like what Steph said. Sorry about that. One thing I have to do is multitask, and the client walked to the door as soon as y'all called me. Well, hey, didn't matter. You got it right.
Yep, she got it right.
So congratulations. Bridget had one final comment. She said, I'm thankful for pictures we get from the tryptophan in turkey that makes all the family members pass out. We get funny food. We do. There's a lot of pictures of people sleeping after Thanksgiving turkey.
Yep.
Love you, sweetheart. Well, friends, it's been so much fun today. Always a blessing to have Deneen with us. We'll be back at it tomorrow with our good friends from Tomorrow's Promise Montessori Schools. It will not be Rick and Kay. They are gone. So you're just going to have to join in the morning to find out who it is. And we will have a guest with us tomorrow morning. And so I believe it's Angela Tolliver joining us tomorrow. We're really looking forward to having her on, as she will be talking about breast cancer awareness. And I'm going to confirm with her to make sure that she'll still be here. We set that up a long time ago, but if she can make it, we'd love it. Yeah. And that'll be it.
The purple cactus.
Oh, yeah, they're so good. Their food.
I've heard they make the amazing cinnamon rolls.
They make amazing everything. And she has told us if we ever needed stuff. So, yeah, Purple Cactus, if you're listening today, Purple Cactus, you're more than welcome to bring stuff by. And we'll give it Deneen's like, please.
We'll taste it and then make sure it's okay.
Yeah, we'll eat 4 or 5 of them. We'll have 1 or 2 to give away. So how about that? All right, friends, that'll wrap it up here on a Monday or Tuesday. Beg your pardon. I hope all of you have a wonderful, blessed day. Make sure to download the Spirit Radio app. You can go to spiritradio.fm And we will continue to pray for this community, those that are in need. We know a lot of folks hurting and suffering today, and we want to lift you up and encourage you, let you know that there's light at the end of the tunnel. And speaking of that, too, if you know of someone who's suffering from drug and alcohol addictions, that is a very, very, very serious road and journey that some people unfortunately get on. My good buddy Joshua Harris at the Oak Ridge Disciple House, they can help. He's been doing it for almost 20 years. He has lived that journey himself. And through a relationship with Jesus Christ, he can help you overcome that addiction. And I wouldn't say you ever get over it, because Josh has been very open. You don't ever get over it, but you learn how to move through it. And that's what they do at the Oak Ridge Disciple House. Money isn't an issue. If you know somebody today, a lot of recovery centers, they want $10,000 a month. The Oak Ridge Disciple House, it's not about bringing in money. It's about bringing in lost men and helping them find that light at the end of the tunnel. And if you may be in a situation that, look, I really don't have money for this, they only charge $600 a month. And even if you can't do that, they're going to find a way to scholarship you. They have never turned down anyone due to money. 11 beds. It's a facility in north central Texas. Doesn't matter. He's had folks from literally all over the world come to that facility. They only allow 11 at a time, though, and it is a Christian character building ministry that helps men 18 and older suffering from drug and alcohol addiction. If you or someone you know needs help, there's light at the end of the tunnel. Friends, that light can be found through Oak Ridge. Visit them online at oakridgedisciplehouse.com. You'll hear more from Josh coming up on Thursday or Friday. That'll wrap it up here on a Tuesday, friends. Have a blessed day as I end every broadcast, reminding you that we're not strong enough alone to make it on our own. We need each other. Provide a word of encouragement. Lend a hand of support. Somebody out there needs you. Until tomorrow, good morning, Huntsville, and God bless. Thank you, Deneen.
You're welcome.